Hi, in this video I'll show you step by step how you can make an avatar selection slide in Storyline 360, where a learner can select their own avatar to personalize their learning experience. Ready? Then let's get started. I already created a new project, and the first step that I'll do in a new project is to adjust the slide size. So therefore I'll go here to Design, click on Slide Size, and in Preset I choose 16:9. For width, I type in 1280. I have locked aspect ratio turned on, so Storyline automatically changes the height to 720 pixels. Now, this is okay, so I click on OK here, and now I can go to my slide. I will make it a little bit smaller. The next step is to add a header section to my slide. Now, I can do this in two ways. I can go to Insert, click Text Box, but I can also press Ctrl and T on my keyboard. Now I can paste my text in it. So I have pasted my text. I will center it here and make it a little bit larger. So I go to my Home tab, and instead of 21.5, I'll create it 44. And under Arrange and Align, I distribute it horizontally. So it's now centered on my slide. Now I will add the avatar images to my slide. So I go here to Insert, Picture, press Avatar 1, 2, and 3. And click on Open. Now the avatars are now on my slide. I will select them all, press Shift, and make them a little bit smaller. For instance, this is okay. Now I will unselect them, and now I can position them on my slide. So I'll select them all again. So I want to distribute them horizontally and also on top. So this is okay. What I also can do now is group them, press Ctrl G. I'll go to Arrange again to Align, and press Distribute horizontally again. So now they are aligned on my slide. If I press Ctrl Shift G, I ungroup them. And what I also will do is give them descriptive names. Now I gave my elements on the timeline descriptive names. So the next step is to add a hover state for my avatars. So what I'll do is I'll select this one, my first avatar, go to States, click on Edit States, and copy this state, and choose hover, click on add. What I will do now is I'll change the picture. So if I double click on the picture, I will open the format tab. I'll go to replace picture from file. I have here avatar 1A, it's a little bit larger. Click on open, and it's now inserted. So if a user hovers over it, you'll see that the avatar will be a little bit larger. So I will do this also for the other two avatars. So I created the hover state for the avatars, but what I also will have is a selected state, so I can see which avatar is selected. I'll select my first avatar, go to Edit States, and what I will do is I'll copy the normal state. Here on state name, I'll click for selected, and I'll choose add. Because my image is a little bit larger, I can't give the image a border, because if I do that, this is the selected state. I don't want this. What I will do is I'll insert a shape that has the same dimensions as the circle of the avatar. And now I'll give it no fill, but I will give it an outline. So this is okay. And click on done. What I can do now is do this for the other avatars, but there's a better way. So if I select the format painter and double click it, I can now click with the format painter on this avatar and also on this avatar, and you'll see that this avatar and this avatar now also already have the selected state in them. So I don't have to do it manually for the other two avatars. Now let's add a selection button or a select button. So I'll go to button here, I draw my button, type choose avatar, and I'll want that the button has no fill, a black outline, 2 pixels, and the text has also be, and I want this font type, so format painter, click on it, and instead of choose avatar, I change it to select avatar, make it a little bit smaller. So I have my selection button now. Let's preview this slide. So now I'm in the preview mode, and you'll see I can hover over my avatars and I can select one. But what I can do is I can now select all 3 of them, and that's something I don't want. I want only one avatar selected. I can do this with triggers, but there's a more simple way in Articulate Storyline. So I will show you. So I'll close my preview, what I will do is here I'll select all the avatars. So I'll press Ctrl on my keyboard and select them. And what I'll do now is press my right mouse key, go to Buttonset and choose Buttonset 1. And let's preview the course now again and see how it now works. So I can now select this one, and if I select the other one, you'll see the first one is unselected, and it's also for the third one. So with a button set, you force objects in Articulate Storyline to behave like radio buttons. So this means that when a learner selects one button after the other buttons will automatically become deselected. Yeah, and that's easier than do this with triggers. The next step is to create a variable. To create a new variable in this project, I click here on the right, Manage Project Variables. Now the variables window will open. You'll see that there are no variables right now in this project. And what we'll do is we'll create a variable where we can store the choice of our chosen avatar. This variable can be a text or a number variable. In this case, I will create a text variable. So what I'll do is I'll click on the green plus sign, give my variable a clear and descriptive name. For instance, chosen avatar, type text, and the default value is okay if it's empty. Now I recommend to avoid short variable names such as temp, x, or I whenever possible, because it's easy to go down this path, but in the long run having a variable name that explains the variable, what the variable does, is really important, even if a variable only is used one time in Articulate Storyline. Now, let's click on OK here. Now let's add the functionality that the variable is filled with the chosen avatar name when a user selects one of the avatars. Therefore, I select here the first avatar and I click here on Create New Trigger. And the action will be Adjust Variable, and Set Chosen Avatar will be now Avatar 1 when the user clicks on Avatar 1. This means that when a user clicks on Avatar 1, the value Avatar 1 will be stored in the variable chosen avatar. Now let's create this trigger also for the other two avatars. So what I'll do is I'll copy this trigger, select my second and my third avatar and click here on paste. And what I now only have to do is change the name. So here we'll create Avatar 2 and this will be Avatar 3. Now for testing purposes, I will add an avatar name reference on my slide. So what I'll do is I'll create a new text block. So I press Ctrl T on my keyboard. I go to Insert, Reference, and chosen avatar is the only variable. So I click on OK, and you'll see that here chosen avatar is now on my slide. Now let's preview this slide again to see if everything works as intended so far. So I'm in preview mode right now, and if I click Avatar 1 is stored in my variable chosen avatar. If I click Avatar 2 is stored, click on Avatar 3 is stored. So this functionality works. Now what we'll do now is let us work on the second part of this tutorial, and that is to show the chosen avatar throughout the whole module. So I'll close my preview right now, and what I'll do is I'll go to View, Slide Master, and click the Slide Master. And what I'll do now here is add my three avatars. So I go to Insert, Picture, Avatar 1, 2, and 3. I open them and I will make them a lot smaller. So I'll select them and the width of 78 is okay. So my avatars are now all the same width and height. And the next step is to add Avatar 2 and Avatar 3 as states in Avatar 1. So I'll cut Avatar 3 here. Go to Avatar 1, click on States, Edit States. I want a new state. I call it Avatar 3. Click on Add. I can delete this picture and copy this picture. Click on Done, and I will do the same for Avatar 2. So I'll select it, I cut it here, go to Avatar 1, click on Edit States. I want a new state that I call, click on Add. I'll remove this picture and add this picture. And they're all aligned the same. I move my avatar to the upper right corner of my course. So I'll do it here. Now we can create the triggers so that our course shows the right avatar. So I'll go to Triggers here, click on New Trigger, and for the action I'll choose Change Stained Off. So for the object is Picture 1, set to normal, and when timeline starts on this slide. Timeline starts, and not on picture 1 but on this slide, and we also give it a condition. So in the condition, when chosen avatar is equal to avatar 1. And this trigger I can also copy and paste. So picture 2, I will change it to avatar 2. When the timeline starts on this slide, is chosen avatar is equal to avatar 2. And I'll do it the same for avatar 3. So here it changes picture 1 to avatar 3, and chosen avatar is this equal to avatar 3. Now I don't want my avatars on my avatar selection screen, so what I'll do is I'll copy the blank layout, duplicate layout, and rename it to avatar selection. Click on rename, and what I'll do now is hide background graphics. Storyline now automatically hide every background graphics or graphics from the master slide. So if I'll close the master slide view right now and go here to apply layout and avatar selection, that the avatar is now gone here. So if I'll add a second slide here, which I call slide 2, I'll go back to my first slide, and for select avatar, I'll create a trigger that says go to slide. Next slide when user clicks button 1. Now, let's preview this course again to see if everything works. So I'm now in preview mode. When I select, for instance, my second avatar and I click on select avatar to go to my second slide, you see that the avatar is now in the upper right hand corner. If I go back to my selection slide and I choose avatar 3 and I select avatar again, that now avatar 3 is on my upper right hand corner, and so avatar 3 will be shown throughout the whole module. So this way you can add an avatar selection screen and also make sure that the avatar is shown throughout your whole Articulate Storyline course. Thank you for watching, and if you want to learn more about Articulate Storyline and creating e-learning courses with it, then check out the playlist right here. If you like this video, then feel free to hit the like button, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you won't miss any of my upcoming videos. See you in the next video.